Today we will see some other examples in JSP. You can able to hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. And today we will see some other examples. JSP is not that much in concept.
Okay. Are we recording?
Yeah, I already started. Yeah.
Okay.
So now today what we will see in JSP, right? Some reusable components we will see. So let's suppose say this is one page. Okay.
Okay.
So this one I am calling as a header portion and body portion and footer portion. F B H
Okay.
header body footer. Okay. So if you see Gmail account, right? So Gmail account. So if you go to inbox, outbox, delete, draft, whatever, the header will not change. Footer will not change. Only this will not change. Only this portion will keep on changing. Correct? Here you will see the links and the header footer will not change. Only the body part will change. Only this part will change. Correct?
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is always constant. Correct? So how they are maintaining this one? So how they are splitting the page into different ways and how they are reusing that kind of components. So that we will see today. So
Okay.
basically I will develop two different pages and I will club together and I want to use it.
Okay.
So that one, let me add one page. First let me develop one page. This is the base page index.jsp. Okay, now this index.jsp I want to split into three parts. One is header, body and footer.
Okay.
So for that, right, you can create a table. If you see here, this header, body, footer and all, it is there. Right now, just if you assume this is a content. So I
Okay.
want to develop different pages for header one separately.
Mm-hmm.
So create a JSP and right here. So this is header content. So header page is ready. So here you can display whatever you want on the header. Now basically I want to include this page into this page.
Okay.
So how to include it? So we have a separate tag. We have to use it. So you have to remember this tags JSP colon include.
Okay.
So which page you want to include?
Header.jsp.
So you can add that page and you can go here right now. So it will refresh. So basically you are displaying this header content into index.jsp.
Got it.
So this is the way we can able to reuse the pages.
Okay.
So develop one time this page, so you can use wherever you need. Correct?
Got it. Okay.
The similar way you can develop other pages and you can able to reuse it.
Okay. We indicate footer also.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
In body, we don't have to create it separately, right? Oh,
You
we have to?
Yeah, you can create it. You can make it separate everything.
Okay.
That is up to you whether it's required or not. Basically here we are trying to reuse the pages, existing pages. We don't want to rewrite the header again and again, right? So whenever you need, you can call that page and it will display the content for you.
Okay.
So now we have header, body, footer. Right now here the test I hard coded, right? In real time you can create tables and display images and whatever as per your requirement. So the page will be displayed like this.
Okay.
And this is the one of the important tag JSP colon include. Okay. Now in servlet, right, we saw so many times we are navigating from one servlet to another servlet, correct?
Yes.
We are using request dispatcher and we are moving one servlet to another servlet. In the similar way, so here also if you want to move from one servlet, one page to another page, we have a tag. Okay, let me write another application and we will see that example. So here what I want to do, I want to create first page, page number 1. So this is page 1. From page 1, I want to send the request from page 1 to page 2. So how to send that request? How to navigate from one page to another page? So there is a, let me write another page, page 2. This is page 2. Okay, let me close all other pages first. So this is our page 1, correct?
Yes.
So now what I want to do, I want to send the request from this page to this page and I want to read the values in page number 2. So in page number 1, you can add some values to the request object and in page number 2, you can read that values. I think
Okay.
we did the say similar kind of thing in servlet also. So here also we can able to do similar kind of thing. There is no much difference between. So whatever you did in servlets, we can able to do same thing in JSP also. First, let
Okay.
me add JSP colon. So there is a parameter called forward. So to which page you want to send the request? So I want to send page 2.jsp and I want to copy this code to page number 1. So from page number 1, I want to send the request to page number 2. So in page number 1, what I'm trying to do, I'm sending the request to page 2. In page 2, I am displaying I am from page 2.
Okay.
Okay, let me deploy it and we will see how the request is going. So now we need to open our page. What is our page? First page, PAGE. So I have not registered this as a welcome page. That's what I am typing. Otherwise, if you register as a welcome page, so by default it will open.
Okay.
So now directly the request went to page number 2. Why? Because even though I am trying to access page number 1, from page number 1, what I am trying to do, I am sending the request to.
Page 2.
So in page 2, I am displaying I am from page 2. So okay,
Got it.
now say for instance, if you want to add some parameters to the request, some data. So how to add it? So we have a last time I told you, right, scriptlet.
Hmm.
So use your scriptlet. So here I told you last time we have an inbuilt object, request, response, session, all those things. So let me take request dot set attribute. If you want to set some values, name. So name is a key and the name value I am passing as a. So basically I am trying to add some parameter to the request. The parameter name is name and the name value is my name is John.
Okay.
Okay. Say for instance, if you want to retrieve this field in page number 2, what I have to do? I have to go here and I have to write a scriptlet tag. Either you write scriptlet tag or you can use the expression.
Okay.
And you have to give that value. What is that? The name? You got it right. So from page number 1, first what I am trying to do, I am adding some parameter to the request.
Okay.
Key is name and value is my name is John something. After that I am sending the request to page number 2. In page number 2, what I am trying to do, first I am displaying I am from page 2. Then let me add one break.
Okay.
After that I'm trying to read that parameter whatever you did set in request. So that I am trying to read in page number 2 and it's
Hmm.
displaying here. Refresh it, it will come to second page, second line. So this one we have already did in servlets. Okay, now so right now here what I am trying to do, so here right, just I am setting the values, just I am hard coding the value, right? So basically I want to send one Java object.
Okay.
So how to create a Java object and how to access that Java object in another page.
Okay.
So that we will see as part of another example. So this is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is just basically calling one page from another page. That's it,
Correct.
right?
Yes,
I
yes,
mean,
that's it. Also, we are sending some data.
okay.
So if you want, you can add to session also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now what I will do? Yeah. Okay, let me add one page. Okay, I will copy the previous pages. I will modify it. Page 1, page 2. I will copy it to this example. And now let me open it. So here what I will do, so first what I will do, I will create a Java object and I will add one parameters and I will set the values, and the entire Java object I want to send to different page, or I want to access the same object in the same page in different pages whenever I need it. So how to create a Java object and how to access set the values and how to get the values,
Okay.
that we will see first. First let me create one simple Java object. So this is the package name I had given com.customer, and the class name I am giving customer. Okay, inside the customer, right, I want to create something, string name, string age. So these are the two fields. Okay.
Okay.
So to set the values, I am trying to add setter and getter. Maybe in core Java we saw this one.
Yes.
Source, generate, setter, getter, select, and finish it. Okay, now your Java file is ready. So basically now what I want to do, I want to create this object in page, and I want to set the values name and age, and I want to access this object wherever I need or whenever I need. Okay,
Okay.
now let me how to create an object. So first, right, we have another tag called JSP colon use bean. Okay, so for this use bean, one of the parameter is class. So for which class you want to create an object, so we have to give the fully qualified class name. So here our class name is com.customer dot customer. So this is our class. So for this class, whenever we are trying to create an object, we have to give some name, right? So this name is customer, so you can give the same name. So now your object is ready.
So what is the thing about the bean name again? Concept.
So bean name is optional. Main is you have to give ID. Okay.
Okay.
So ID we had given customer, and the for class is com.customer. So for this class
Okay.
created an object. Object is ready. Now we have to set the values, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how to set the values? So there is another tag called JSP colon set property name property param value. So we have everything here. So for which parameter you want to set the values inside the customer, how many parameters is there? There is two parameters is there, name and age. So for first
Mm-hmm.
name I want to give name, and value I want to give as a ABC. And what is the bean name we have mentioned? We had given bean name as a customer.
Okay. What situations will be using these beans?
So this beans, right? So whenever you want to transfer the values from one page to another page, you created some object here, you added some values into that object. If you want to transfer this object one page to another page, then you have to create a bean and you have to set the values, and you can transfer this entire object to the different page.
Okay.
There you can retrieve it.
Okay.
Okay, now we did, value setup for one of the field. Now how to retrieve this one? So let me try to retrieve in the same page, then we will see in another page. So now, so far we did set property. Now we have another field called get property. Name property. So what is the name of this one? Customer. Property name, which property we are trying to retrieve? So this is the name, and the property name we had given here, customer. And now let me run and we will see whether we can able to retrieve the value or not. This JSP page. So invalid set property value. Let me go back. So property name is name. Remove it. Let me try this one. Now set property is done. Now it is giving some problem with get property. Now go to your get property. Property is name, and here we have to give customer. Now go back here and refresh. You are getting null. So now name. So what is this name here? Okay. Okay, let me add our class name is com.customer package. This is fine, and we have to remove it. Let me remove all those things. Let me refresh. Set property. Did you see any spelling mistake here for name? Getter, setter. So here I had given a ID is test, property name and value. I had given something, and I'm trying to get property test, and property name is value. Okay, let me redeploy. Oh, the problem here is so when I'm creating the page, right? So immediately it is transferring to page number 2. So I have to comment out this one.
Okay.
That is the issue. So first, what is happening? Previously it was like this. So from page number 1, what I am doing first, I am sending request to the
You
page number 2, correct?
yes.
So once if I reach page 2, right, the life of this object by default is only for this page. If you want to access in another page, there is we have to give the lifespan. So we have to
Okay.
give the scope as a request or session or anything. Let me give request.
Okay.
Let me give request and let me try. So it will not work. So what I had to do here, me give first print the values, then transfer the request.
Okay.
Okay, in page number 2, what I am trying to do here. Okay, let me comment out. Okay, let me remove it. So first see this example, then we'll transfer this object to. So here, right, what I did, I created a customer object, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first write JSP colon use bean. So if you want to create an object inside JSP, so this is the way to create an object. For this class, you are trying to create an object com.customer.customer class. Okay, and for that object we have to give some name. So the name I had given as a test. Okay, and inside this object we have so many fields. One field is name. So I want to set some value to the name field. So property name is name and value is I'm giving hello JSP something. Okay, and after that I want to retrieve the same field in different place. So how to retrieve the field? JSP colon get property from which object you want to retrieve the value and which field you want to retrieve it.
Got it.
So if you want to retrieve 10 times, same lines copy paste and just refresh it. The same value it will repeat it.
Got it. Okay.
So basically you are creating the object one time and setting the value one time, and you are retrieving n number of places.
Okay.
And now we will see the second one. And the second point here, right? So if you see here, there is a scope. So whenever I'm creating this object, right? So by default, this object is available only within the page by default.
Okay.
So if you mentioned as a scope, right? Scope, you have a different options. Scope, session. So if you mention here scope as a session means one till login to log out, that object is available, correct? So you are
Yes.
creating an object and you are keeping that object into the session. So inside the second page, you can able to access it. So how to access in second page? You have to take this value and you have to send the request to the second page. How to send the request? JSP colon and page name. It is the page 2.
Okay.
Now the request will go to the second page, correct? In second page, what you are trying to do? You are doing here. So we are trying to retrieve something. So remove it. Okay. Now print it. Now there is some exception. It is staying. Okay. Here there is no ending tag for this one. If you see here, right? JSP colon forward. There is no closing tag. So that's what you will see this error.
Okay.
So basically we need to provide close tag, either slash here or else we have to do like this. Now this is fine. Now let me refresh it. Now it is coming to second page, correct? In second page, basically I want to retrieve the values. So how to retrieve the values? So you have to use the same thing. JSP get property, copy it and paste it into second page. So let me remove it. And in second page, what I want to do, I want to refresh it. So second page, this is the second page. What is the second page? Page number 2. So this is our second page, correct? So let me try to get some value whether it is getting or not. See here it is getting. B name test name is not previously included. So here, right? And I will tell you another thing. So here what you did, you created object, right? You created a customer object. Object name is key and you added that object to the session, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's suppose in page number 2, you have a session. So how to get the session? We have to use scriptlet. So inside the
Yes,
scriptlet,
sir.
we have a inbuilt object called session. Session
Okay.
dot. And what is the parameter I use? A test. So basically in here, right? In page number 1, you are setting the, you're creating the object and you are setting into session, correct? With the name
Uh-huh.
as a ID. Okay. You can give name here. Test. Okay. Now what you will do? In page number 2 from the session you can get that test object and you need to downcast that to customer.
Okay.
So now we have a customer object, correct? So from this customer, if you want, you can able to read it, whatever you want. And let me run it whether it will work or not. So we can able to read it, correct? We see here, right? In the console, I am reading the value and I am printing it in page number 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if I run page 1, okay. So we need to rerun the page again back. USB has invalid attribute name. Okay, let me remove it. Okay, let me run it. Yes, now we can able to retrieve the value from the session in page number 2. So this value I am printing basically in page number 2. See here,
Got it.
retrieving, I am printing it. Basically, I am setting this value in page number 1. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the ID. So here,
And then forwarding it.
yes, I am forwarding request to the page number 2 and I am getting here. So here, if you want to display the same object in console, out dot println, and you can use here c dot get name. So it will display
Okay.
in the browser. You want to display in the console, system.out.println. You want to display in the browser, you have to use hello JSP. This is the name value basically I had given in page number 1. Correct? You can give any name here. It will update. And go here. Just refresh it. That's all. So this is the way we can able to create the object and we can able to add to the request and we can able to send the request one page to another page.
Okay.
I mean, this is similar kind of what to say in Solid's whatever you did, we can able to do it here also. This is clear, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, that's all for today. Tomorrow, what we will see the different topic, hibernate. So
Okay. Okay.
that is very important basically.
That is a database related one, right?
Yes, that is a database related one. Hibernate. After that, we will see Spring, two concepts.
Okay.
Tomorrow,
Spring
yeah.
and struts.
Struts is not required. Don't learn struts. It's nobody is using. It's main is Spring. As much
Okay.
as you learn Spring, that will be useful. Struts, right? I mean, she's nowadays nobody is using. Struts is a world framework, and there is so many advanced features available in Spring.
Okay.
Struts, it
So,
was built in 2009 and 10.
okay. Okay.
Nowadays,
So,
everybody.
Spring.
Yeah,
What is Spring related to?
Spring. It's a kind of a framework. Right now, whatever we developed, right, like a JSP servlets, it's a base.
Hmm.
So now, on top of this servlets and servlets, right? So they developed another framework.
Okay. Okay.
So how we are sending the actions? Now we are configuring in XML in JSP, right? JSP colon forward and all. By using Spring, we can able to configure everything in XML.
Okay.
That is the latest
So it's
technology, and it's very demand in market.
okay.
It is
So
on
it's a
top
little.
of servlets basically.
Okay.
So they have used the servlets and they have created their own servlets. Right now, have created, right, like servlet one, my servlet one, test servlet one. I created our own servlets, right? The similar way, the framework,
Yes.
they created their own servlets by extending the HTTP servlets, and they created one framework.
Okay.
So that
So we'll have to install
no,
for
no,
that,
no,
or?
no need to install. So basically, we need to download some of the libraries. I will tell you that one. The base, no need to install softwares. I'll tell you that one. I mean, what how to do the setup also.
Okay. Sure, sure.
Tomorrow, what we will start this Hibernate, the database one. The Hibernate and Spring are very important market.
Okay. 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 Sure.
Even for 10 years, people also they will ask similar kind of questions. This Hibernate and Spring related one.
Okay. So, is it the newest technology?
Yeah, these are the
Uh,
latest technologies, yes.
okay,
But these
got it.
JSP servlets are very old, but these are very important. These are the base.
Okay, okay.
If you know these servlets,
Yeah,
then
we
you
don't.
will able to understand these advanced technologies very easily.
Okay, okay.
But nobody will use this one,
The
but these are the base.
applets and all, right? We don't use that anymore,
Applets
right?
are it's kind of some 10 years before technologies.
Mm-hmm.
Applets no 99% nobody will use. Only 1%, right? So
Oh,
they already developed. They are not able to migrate to new technology. They have to survive with the applets. In that scenario, only 1%.
okay, got it, got it.
So don't learn applets. It's no use.
Oops, got it.
Yeah, yeah. Applets
Okay,
and all don't learn. It's no use. Even struts also it's no use. Only 90% of the people will use Spring. 10% will use struts.
okay, okay. Oh, so Spring and Struts are similar frame, is
It's
it?
it's similar framework, and the Spring have more features than struts.
Got it. Okay, all right.
Okay, tomorrow we will connect same time and we will start Hibernate.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, thanks.